Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And we're starting with some cool shopping news from Hobbyling Japan, where they're currently having a Valentine's sale. They've got a bunch of stuff for sale with up to 90% off, plus 15% off of all of their shipping options. And of course, there are also some Gundam items in the mix. And at the moment of recording, they've even got some Witch from Mercury kits in. Now, they're not on sale last time I checked, but they are available, and that's already something. You can check out the sales page with my link down below, and by using that link, you will also be directly supporting the channel. And since we're on the topic of Witch from Mercury, we've gotten all of the details for the high-grade Gundam Apparel rebuild, including its box art with a lot of explosions going on. For 1,870 yen, around 13 US, this kit can be yours on March 18th, but unfortunately, it seems to be missing one of its main features. There are no open hands, so you're gonna have to get the Mirasol flight pack if you want to replicate that infamous scene. What we do get though are 2 beam sabers with 2 beam saber blade effect parts, a beam rifle, and 11 bit staves that can either form a shield, combine with the body for extra performance, or combine with the beam rifle to form some kind of supercharged beam cannon. And sticking with Witch from Mercury, these adorable keychains went up for pre-order last week. And because they're from COSPA, you can also get them from regular stores like Hobbyling Japan, again linked down below. For 880 yen, 7 US, there is Suletta doing the pose, Miorine, Gyul, Elan, Shadik, Nika, and Choo Choo with a wrench. And each of them is styled as if you're actually holding them up by their shirt. Hence the name of the series, Tsumamare, meaning pinched. For more Gunpla news then, we go to SDW Heroes and the Gundam base, where on the 11th we'll be getting the 3rd SDW Heroes clear color set, which will consist of the Night Strike Gundam and Warlock Aegis Gundam for 1,980 yen, around 15 US, and as the name indicates, these will of course be mostly clear. With the exception apparently of the gold, which I'm guessing is because they're stickers. And so just to be sure, they are Gundam base limited. And also from SDW Heroes, the 5th volume of the manga got released and is linked down below. On the figure front then, we also got some Witch from Mercury stuff, with all of the details unveiled for the next Gundam Universe lineup. They're going up for pre-order today, so they will also be linked down below. They're slated for a July release, and unlike almost every other Gundam Universe lineup so far, I haven't noticed any major problems with the proportions of the mobile suits included. Quite the contrary, actually. Like, the Barbsloops Rex is looking amazing for 4,950 yen, 38 US, and the other figures go for 3,300 yen, 25 US. The Tallgeese 2 comes fully featured with its Dobrygun shield and a beam saber, so sure it is missing one beam saber, but still. The Shining Gundam comes equally fully featured with its Shining Finger and a long and short beam saber. But then the Apparel is slightly less featured, at least I think, because they're only advertising it as coming with the beam rifle and the shield, so no beam sabers, but it also looks like the shield can't separate. Like, they don't say that it can, and they also don't show that it can separate. But if you look closely, you will notice that it does have the holes where they would mount, like on the shoulders, the thighs, and the back skirt. So I don't think it's going to be a surprise feature, so maybe we're going to get that as some kind of extra set, or maybe there's going to be a P-Banda exclusive with like the shield already separated, something like that. Only time will tell. And talking about P-Bandai, pre-orders opened for the Ensemble X Gundam Virtue Trans Am color set 4950M, 38 US, gets you not only the very bulky Virtue with all of its accessories, but you're also getting the sniper rifle, well, like the super high altitude sniper rifle for your Dynamis, and you can also strip the Virtue of all of its armor to reveal the Nodlay underneath. And continuing with the Mobile Suit Ensemble line, the 16.5 collection has popped up for pre-order on Hobbling Japan, so I'll have that linked down below as well. Included in the collection are the Hainu Gundam, Trans Am Curios, Overflag, Graham's GN flag, and an accessory set. On the gaming front then, I have some good news for the people who've been thinking about trying out SD Gundam Battle Alliance. If you've got Xbox Game Pass, you can now play the game for free on both Xbox and the computer. And if you don't have Game Pass, well, then I still have some good news for you, because I have gotten 5 Steam keys for the deluxe edition from Bandai Namco America themselves, and they are going to 5 of you watching right now. All you have to do is click the link down below, and you will have until next week Sunday, midnight Pacific time, to enter. And I'm using Gleam this time, so entering really only takes a couple of seconds and a couple of clicks. And we also got some new DLC for the game. For a $5, you can get the bonus pack consisting of the Liu Bei Unicorn, Sun Juan Astray, and Chow Chow Wing Gundam, as well as an early unlock for the RX-78-2, some cash, and then an expansion part. The other DLCs then, well, they're just the usual resource packs to skip the grind. When I said in my review that the grind was a bit annoying and that it was difficult to switch mobile suits like midway the campaign because of that, this wasn't the solution I had in mind. In Gundam Battle Operation 2 then, the Desert Zaku DR joined the fight, and it seems that its first victim were the servers. In Gundam Breaker Mobile, the Iron Blue Menace event has appeared, the Night Gundam has become available as part of the Gundam Battle Festival, and Tieria has joined as an AI pilot. And for Extreme vs. 2 Overboost then, we got the official logo and a very broad release date, 2023. In other news, we have some more Gundam music, with one of the Iron-Blooded Orphans endings being part of the 6th volume of True Life Sound, which will be performed on the 12th in Tokyo's NHK Hall. We got a very interesting Gogg Mobile Suit Girl from Mika Akitaka, which, if I remember correctly, all of these Mobile Suit Girls were already shown in the past, but this is the first time I remember seeing this one, and I really wanted to show her off because I love what they did with the claws. Rather than making like her arms into the claws as we would usually see, they're instead giant crab arms that are like sub-arms coming out of her back. And they're also housing the mega particle cannons. Mika Akitaka did a really good job maintaining the chunk of the Gogg, while also keeping the design elegant, and I also really love the helmet design. And then from Iron-Blooded Orphans MSV, we got the Graze Trainer. But even though it is called a training mobile suit, it is really just a color variant with the same performance as the combat Grazes, but used for training. It's got yellow stripes, is typically equipped with a waist booster, and uses a battle axe with a protective cover for training exercises. On to the things you could get this week then. Last week Friday, the Witch from Mercury Carddass cards became available. There's a total of 30 cards to collect, and one pack of 3 cards will set you back 200 yen from a vending machine, or 220 yen from a store, around $1.50. And on the same day, the Exceed model SD Gogg X figures began conquering gachapon machines all across Japan, meaning that for 800 yen a spin, 6 US, you can get a very rotund Char Zagog, regular Zagog, or unicorn version Zagog. Can you believe that these adorable Zagogs are part of the same Exceed line as those awesome Zaku heads, and Zeta Gundam heads. Like, I've got one right out of screen. You can see the bottom of my Zeta Gundam head. And on Monday, we got even more gachapons. There was a restock of the 4th Mobile Suit Ensemble, allowing you to get the new Gundam, booster bed, Kempfer, Wound Ward, or a weapon set for 500 yen a spin for US. And there was the first lineup of Gundam poster acrylic stands, giving you some of Gundam's most famous promotional art in a really cool way. These things look absolutely amazing. You can get one for the original Gundam, the first Zeta Gundam compilation movie, Char's Counterattack, the not quite so great 0083 compilation movie, G Gundam, Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, and Gundam 00. And for only 300 yen a spin to US, I could probably see myself trying to go for the complete collection if I was in Japan right now. And if you are in Japan, or were in Japan, you could get the Shimane Susanoo themed entry grade RX-78-2 for 1,200 yen, 9 US. It was for sale during their games on the 4th and the 5th, or you could get it online on the 7th. And I gotta say, this thing has some pretty damn strong anti-scalping protection. It says, please do not resell or trade after you bought it. So if you're planning on trying to find this thing on Yahoo Auctions or any other secondhand website or proxy website, be warned, you criminal scum. And today then, you could get the high grade Zowort for 1,760 yen, around 14 US, the sleek pile machine that I'm sure will look fantastic next to the Feroct, or in combination with the high grade Tickbalang, which came out today for 1,430 yen, 11 US. You can put the Zowort on top of it, or hang it from the bottom, or do both if you buy 2 Zoworts. As for this week's reading material then, there was the Gunpla Catalog 2023 version high grade, and the March issue of New Type featuring a retrospective of Witch from Mercury's first season from the character's perspective. Moving on to the Gundam apparel news then, where we got a very nice variety of items. Starting off with Bankore, on Friday we got the Mobile Suit Motif Series Unicorn Gundam and Strike Freedom Gundam items, allowing you to feel more like one of these harbingers of destruction. Each has a zip-up hoodie for 8,250 yen, 63 US, and a t-shirt for 3,520 yen, 27 US. And for more hoodies, a bunch of them went up for pre-order on Monday. For 7,700 yen, 58 US, there is one with the Sekiha Tenkyoken, King of Hearts, Iron Mask, Crossbone Vanguard emblem, Char emblem, camo version, Char emblem, regular version, Zeon emblem, Ramba emblem, Zeon stamp, Zeon family emblem, Quattro's famous line of "Not yet, this won't end yet," which was from the last battle, the 08th Mess Team emblem, the Banshee, and a light-up GN drive from the Quanta. Or, if the new Gundam is more your thing, then one day later you could pre-order the second volume of life-sized Unicorn Gundam statue apparel and miscellaneous items. There's a mug for 2,200 yen, 17 US, a face towel for 3,300 yen, 25 US, a pin for 1,320 yen, 10 US, a full color t-shirt for 3,850 yen, 29 US, and a zip-up hoodie for 8,250 yen, 63 US. But the collection that totally won this week was the He Used Me as a Springboard collection that went up for pre-order on Wednesday. And it might not include an actual springboard or a dome you can use as a springboard, but it does include Gaia's face and that of his dome alongside the line on a t-shirt for 3,520 yen, 27 US, a bath towel for 5,500 yen, 42 US, face towel for 2,970 yen, 23 US, a bath mat for 4,400 yen, 34 US, a cushion for another 4,400 yen, 34 US, a mug for 2,750 yen, 21 US, and then best of all, a stool that you can use as a springboard for 5,500 yen, 42 US. And this is the item that makes that collection totally worth it. And then today we could also pre-order some really cool things, like these really stylish RX-78-2 or Zaku 2 t-shirts for 3,520 yen, 27 US. They're really simple, but the design is so good. And continuing with these simple and stylish designs, we have the Albion Team collection, featuring the name and the insignia on a raincoat for 14,300 yen, 109 US, a jacket for 11,000 yen, 84 US, a sweatshirt for 7,150 yen, 55 US, and a t-shirt for 3,520 yen, 27 US. Or, if you want something more in your face, there were the Penelope and Xi Gundam full-color zip-up hoodies for 8,250 yen, 63 US. And finally, if you want to get some work done, Gundam style, we've got the Zeon-inspired work series. There's a zip-up hoodie for 8,250 yen, 63 US, a regular hoodie for 7,700 yen, 59 US, a t-shirt for 3,520 yen, 27 US, a hat for 6,050 yen, 46 US, a bag for 3,960 yen, 30 US, an apron for 7,150 yen, 55 US, a towel for 2,200 yen, 17 US, and gloves for 1,650 yen, 13 US. And all of these Banquet items are slated for a March release. Strict G then opened up a new pop-up store in Taiwan where they'll be selling a lot of premium Bandai and Strict G stuff, including a new limited design with the Else Quanta, and this will be available on both a t-shirt and a hoodie. And last but not least, we have a Shark Custom fountain pen. That is at least 3 times as fancy as a regular fountain pen, and for 7,700 yen, 59 US, you're not just getting a pen, but also an extra Shark Custom box with 3 spare ink cartridges and a Shark Custom wooden case that can hold both the pen and the box with the spare cartridges. Pre-orders went up on P Bandai on the 3rd, and the set is slated for a June release. And to quickly wrap things up with the ongoing poll then, with the upcoming release of the 4th Rikengista NG movies Blu-ray and DVD sets, Gundam.info wants to know what our favorite mech from the movie is. And the choices are the Mac Knife, Jaeon, French Venus Sea Snail, and the Kashiba Mikoshi. Talk about interesting choices from an equally interesting series. But anyways, that has been all for this week's Gundam news. Don't forget to check out Hobbling Japan's Valentine's sale and the SD Gundam Battle Alliance giveaway. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.